Disclaimer, copyrights enforced. The following is based on true events, facts, fiction, second-party observations, nonsense, hearsay, bullshit. You be the judge. One thing we guarantee is 100% pure entertainment. All names, places, persons, and things, etc. have been changed for privacy issues. This show is R-rated, may contain obscene language, nudity, not for persons under 18. Please listen responsibly. I'm ready, bros. I'm ready. Just go with the flow. Welcome, Blowhard Talk Hard here with Julian
Reimer
and Pat the producer in the house.
Yes.
What's going on, guys?
I was getting ready. 'Tis the season to get jolly coming up.
Yeah,
It is. It's fast and fucking furious.
I know.
It's still been, all things considered, a pretty nice fall. We can't complain about.
No, I'm not worried about the fall.
It doesn't feel like winter's in the air yet.
But the fucked up thing
There was
is
a few
it's
days, man. It was cold. My fucking balls were going. Mm-mm.
Yeah, but you go out last night. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you should
Yeah,
wear
probably
pants
good.
when you go outside.
Well, that's pants optional. You know.
Remember last? What was I going to say? The fucking I haven't gone yet. The keg mansion because of this pandemic
Never
thing.
been?
No,
you haven't been back?
since. But somebody told me that the keg man. You ever go to the keg mansion?
I've only been for drinks, man. I haven't been there to eat.
I like that. That's my favorite keg in the city. It's
One of the best kegs.
Is this true?
Period.
It was built by the Massey family, and Ted Rogers grew up there.
Maybe I don't. I know it's supposedly haunted. Like they have those little stories.
And that's when I heard
Yeah.
that it was haunted. But again, they say that about hotels and shit. Did you ever know that Ted Rogers lived there, and then it became the keg?
No, I've never heard that. And I have heard the stories. They got a ghost book there that you can, like, when people tell their ghost stories. But I don't know it for it being anything other than formerly the Massey
Yeah, because
family.
it became.
And then,
When did it become the mansion? In the 80s?
well, first off, the building was built like long ago, right? Like,
Yeah.
Like in the 1880s or some shit like this. Or,
Yeah, it was the first building in Canada.
yeah.
It was? I'm like, it was?
Okay, we'll start there. It was the first house in Canada.
Wow. I'm like,
now,
holy fuck.
You can get yourself
Our
a
First
choice.
Nations built this.
Well, it
house.
was obviously very beautiful because Ted Rogers grew up there. You know, it was a rich house.
Yeah, it's on Sherbourne. This is the thing.
It's on Jarvis.
Oh, sorry, Jarvis. That's right. Sherbourne and Jarvis are sketchy now, but that was a fucking posh street. Like
100%. Yeah.
Like, what the hell happened? You could even see some of like those kind of like rooming houses there going, this was a fucking grand building.
Oh,
at
that's a
one
fucking
time."
ugly area, but
But it is now. It's ugly now.
It's slowly being redeveloped again because they're putting a lot of developments in there. But it is a weird part of town.
It is. I lived there when I first moved to Toronto. I was like fucking right on Sherbourne and Bloor.
Because the Phoenix Concert Theater is right there. That's
Yeah.
oh, that's
which
still
is
there, that place?
Yeah, and which is a very nice place to see a show. And
Wow, I can't
usually, if I go there with friends, we'll go to that keg before for dinner.
We used to go to that one all the time. I remember going. I think I said this on the air before. When we were so bombed that my buddy, I went to the waitress. How come I don't get sauce on mine like my buddy did? And she goes, "Excuse me, sir. His is all blood because he ordered it rare." And I go, "Holy fuck, that's nasty." I looked at him. He ordered it blue.
Wait, hold on. Are you talking about the Phoenix or the keg? The keg. I was like,
No,
I don't remember
because-
the food at the Phoenix.
I'm like, what the fuck? I go, I've gone there a few times.
You know-
Then I always go to the other ones. But that one there, I've gone maybe 3 times. Another time we went, we never ate, put it that way. We just hung out at the bar and the
The
washroom.
upstairs bar is really good.
Yeah, but we were supposed to eat, but we ended up going to the washroom and the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You figure that one out. And then the third time I went, we went out. It was a December day. Me and this girl were there. Started to snow lightly. By the time we left, there was a blizzard outside. It was 5 feet of snow.
Oh, shit.
And I never went again to that one.
Okay.
But I remember those 3
Never going
experiences.
there again because if I know I go out of there, there's going to be snow, even in July.
all over the
Yeah,
back.
there was a lot of snow.
Blizzard in the bathroom.
A lot of tomato sauce on mine. I didn't get tomato
Fucking
sauce.
snow everywhere in the bathroom.
Why is there no sauce on mine? She looks at me like I'm crazy. She goes, "Buddy, that's blood, man." I'm like, "Oh fuck, okay."
Nobody gets sauce on their steak. I guess.
Oh, yeah, pepper sauce?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are people.
Steak
Those are
wow.
people who don't know how to eat. They put that. They put ketchup on their steak.
It's funny. Yeah.
Oh.
But it's weird because I did wake up this morning with an intense craving for steak. I'm going to buy one on the way home, but I was just I was thinking steak.
Just get some Heinz ketchup and you're good to go.
Yeah,
some HP sauce.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's new when you're having a very good steak. It's like they bring the HP sauce.
Maybe
People use that, eh?
Yeah, I don't like
Is that barbecue sauce?
No, it's a British. You know, British have a weird version of everything that's usually kind of slightly done.
Yeah, they don't know how to eat the British people.
Yeah, we have in Canada we have
shepherd's
A1.
pie.
Yeah.
A1 is the Canadian.
Yeah. That's nasty.
It fucking goes on cold.
good
It's
barbecue
terrible.
sauce is like
But
a
hey,
good-
talk about steak for a moment, man. You know,
Don't
the
start
keg
talking
used
like-
to be the keg used to be like the place to go, and then it kind of dipped for a while. But now there's like select kegs you go to. Like there's the Keg Mansion that's like got to be premier here in Toronto.
The King Street one's seen as...
There's a lot of them.
The King Street one, now
go
I
on,
think
go on,
his
go
game
on.
has picked up, but it kind of dipped down into like a family. Now it's a destination, but I don't think of the Keg anymore as like a steak place.
It's a hangout too. The bar is
It's a hangout
packed.
now.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
The
saying.
one on
That's-
York Street.
We can always tell that famous story where tricked me into going to the Keg to meet with Julian, which got the whole podcast started.
Oh,
He's
that's
like, yeah,
right.
we got to go down and talk about the podcast. I'm like, what are you talking about? I thought we had some sort of drunken conversation about starting a podcast. Next thing you know, I'm sitting down in the bar of the Keg down on like Front Street or whatever it is.
Yeah.
At St. Lawrence Market and meeting Julian and a pretty lady, and we're talking. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Because he didn't give me any details, listeners. And now here we are, 90,
Here we are.
85, 90
Episodes
episodes
in.
later.
That was a cold
but
fucking
we were-
day. I remember we walked because you guys wanted to meet at some ugly place first, and we had to walk because the place was so loud. I
was
go,
a
how are we
little
gonna have a meeting in this place? Remember you told me to go to some bar?
Yeah, but meanwhile, going into the Keg was still fucking loud.
Yeah, I know.
But it was nice. But anyway,
But it was nicer cocktails in the Keg.
the
the
bringing
Keg.
it all together, our very first meeting that launched the podcast was at the Keg down by St. Lawrence Market.
The Esplanade.
Yeah, the Esplanade one,
Yeah,
which isn't a bad little.
I like that one. I like that one.
They got
I
a
like
nice
that.
little lounge there.
Last time I went to a steakhouse, I don't think it was the Keg, but it was like for like a Christmas party, like a holiday party, and it was great. That seems like that's like the place for like the big fucking nice dinner. You still go to a steakhouse for like when you think
It's a good value for its money. It's a good value for the place.
Yeah, like when you're not thinking I
You're
don't
not
want
gonna
Italian or something like that. When you think of like a cuisine. You go, you know what? I really want a nice meal.
Yeah.
Fucking going to a steakhouse
Yeah.
is that place.
And you always feel like you got your money's worth.
Yeah.
That's why. And plus, the waitresses are beautiful.
Right.
The
The service is
lounge
always
bar is
impeccable.
nice. You don't have to be wearing a suit, but you don't have to be wearing. You could. It's mid casual.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's pretty classic. Like
Yeah,
Robert and
it
I,
is.
growing up in Calgary, we got a couple of the best steakhouses. A few of them.
Oh, yeah,
you could ever
hands
go
down.
to.
Caesars?
Caesars is one of the greats.
Yeah. Like there's like, check this out. Like there's like this giant fucking cauldron in the middle of the room, right? Just just glowing. Like you can see the coals glowing, and there's a fucking like.
What's this
it's
place
hot.
called?
It was called Caesar's Steakhouse.
Yeah.
It's just still there.
I'm sure it was an
Probably.
institution.
Well, there's a lot of steakhouses in
And
Toronto that are high
It's
end.
now surrounded in glass.
Morton's is, I think, very good class.
Morton's,
Yeah.
Barbarians.
But no, it's now surrounded in glass, and there's like a
Barbarians
chef, just one fucking chef in the middle of the room, like fucking like maestro conducting an orchestra and just like fucking cooking those steaks.
I
like,
knew how to grill a steak.
Oh, to perfection, man.
I was talking to the manager of Barbarians recently. They got a new oven there to cook this, and he's like, the guy, the
a
chef,
grill, you mean?
Well, yeah, but but the chef, the guy it was funny the way he was talking. He's like, we spent enough on this stupid fucking oven to cook the fucking steaks, and the fucking chef is basically orgasming in my face about it. If I have to hear one more thing. So anyway, Barbarians has a great new device.
And that place is on the pricey side.
It's an institution, and it's like Jacobs did not survive.
Jacobs,
it's
yeah.
dead. It did
It
not
didn't
survive
make the pandemic, yeah.
No, they closed all their restaurants. That whole group.
Whatever happened to that cheap steakhouse that was in Toronto that was at the Sheridan one? We had the cow outside.
No, it's Chris Ruth. That was
No,
good.
Ruth Chris is at the Hilton. That's still there.
yeah,
and they
yeah,
opened
that's-
one at the
that's-
airport. That's not the that
That
one.
great service, fucking good food.
Yeah, they opened one up at the airport too.
It's a bit chainy. Like again, I think if
It is a bit chainy,
Barbarians
but-
and Morton's are pretty good. If you're going to go, like Morton's is a very classic, very simple.
I know. Those are good. I'm talking about the one at the Sheridan.
Yeah.
Who's Morton? Is Morton's like a chain? Is that like a Canadian chain?
No.
Yeah, no, it is an American business. It used to be based, because it's Morton's of Chicago, even though they're based out of Amarillo.
All right, yeah.
That's little trivia, folks. Morton's of Chicago is based out of Amarillo.
Dun, dun. Amarillo by morning.
The keg is Canadian, right?
Kegs
Yeah.
Canadian. Is
What's the one at the Sheraton with the cow, man? It's not there no more. Come on.
I don't know.
Fuck.
That one,
It's
at
on
the
top.
Sheraton. The Sheraton.
That a white cow, it's,
downtown.
It's not there no more. Anyways, it was a chain one that's gone now. Anyways, regardless.
Yeah, fucking some
that wasn't
restaurants
that very
closed. The
good. That
fucking
wasn't very
the Benihana closed.
good. Did it?
Yeah. It was like here was the first Benihana in Canada, like one of the last, I think, and it closed down. It's gone.
At the Royal York.
Yeah. Have you ever been there? It was awesome. Like that dinner and a show where they fucking tossing those fucking knives and shit. Like those guys are amazing.
Do you know the actor Tyrese Gibson, who from the Transformers and the Fast and Furious franchise, the black guy?
Yeah.
He's got a Benihana in his backyard.
No.
Yeah.
What does that mean? He's got a Chinese guy, a Japanese guy in his
He's got
backyard?
an actual Benihana restaurant that he owned, that's owned and operated by him in his backyard at his house.
Oh.
Wow. So wait. Does he live in the front of a Benihana?
Well, he
So
like
for
on the floor
public?
above
I don't
it?
get it. Is it he just coincidentally did?
No, in his mansion, he had a Benihana installed in his back where he can go
Oh,
out.
this guy can't be that fucking rich.
He's in two massive of the biggest franchises in the history of franchises. He's
Right.
one of the stars of Fast and Furious, and he's one of the stars of Transformers.
Oh, okay. He's got a few bucks.
And he's also got a singing career. He's got that golden voice.
But what voice?
Yeah.
He's a good singer.
Oh.
He was on The Masked Singer. He was one of the...
Okay, yeah.
Porcupine.
I'm not singing. You know what? When we started this thing, you said it's the season to be jolly. When we come back, we're talking holidays.
Yeah, ding ding.
Hello, this is Dr. Wade Steve, your erotic mind massage specialist, here once again to free your soul through sexual hypnotic mind control, and also to remind you to rate and review and subscribe to the podcast. As a thank you for rating and reviewing and subscribing to the podcast, I would like to offer at absolutely no charge to you, the listener, a series of explosive, powerful hypnotic mantras that you can use to unleash private orgasms with just the power of your thoughts. Now, with these, at any time during your day, you can bust a nut or blister your clitoris, even while working or shopping or while you are incarcerated or what have you. Normally these mantras would cost you $35 each. But today, for your simple honorable promise to rate and review and subscribe to the podcast, I will present them to you for free. Okay, stand by. Prepare to receive. Are you ready? Do you have a pencil and paper prepared? Good. Okay, good. I will broadcast them now. They are thick banana, liquid goose, deep plunger, squishy noodle, sweat bucket, butthole, finger stink, electric nasty, thunder pump, jack splash. Now all you must do is repeat this mantras over and over until you build up so much mental sexual pressure that your gonads burst and you orgasm. It's that easy. Thank you. This has been Dr. Wade Steve. Have a nice day.
Welcome back, listeners. Julian,
Reimer.
Pat's over
Pat,
here.
we're here.
Yeah.
Howdy.
We're back from our potty break.
Yeah.
Potty
Continuing. Remember the season? I guess
Yeah.
we're going to do a Christmas show, but let's just do one of those little sample teaser shows. Oh, I wanted to talk about holidays, like the holidays season. Are you excited?
Yeah, because we're talking having going for steak at a.
That's right.
And then there's a good place for the holiday party.
Yeah.
Yeah, and 'tis the season. That'd be a good steak seasoning called "'Tis the Season."
'Tis the seasoning.
Yeah, what do you like? "'Tis the season" on there? Yeah, "'Tis the season."
Yeah, it's peppermint and cinnamon.
All right.
Which holidays do you think are bullshit?
Fucking all the holidays.
You don't like Christmas? I love Christmas.
I like Christmas, man. I like the gathering.
New Year's is good. Easter's great because
New Year's is the best. New Year's, because there's no controversy around fucking New Year's. It's not about.
It was better when you were younger.
consumerism,
It's better
yeah.
when you're younger, I thought.
What, New Year's?
Yeah.
Actually, New Year's seems to be the only times in the last year where I stay out for 24 hours, because it's usually we're over at our pal's place for the
Yeah.
last few years.
Going
and
for a
we'll
rip.
decide to do mushrooms at 3:45.
In the
We don't
morning.
do drugs, Pat.
Well, these are the psychedelics are
The psychedelics are a must.
important.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're informative as much as they are a good time.
That's usually what I like to
Yeah.
do. But usually at the latest possible time. So it's noon
Yeah.
the next day, we're like, why?
Where's that drugs?
I don't like New Year's because two things. That's
Why?
my birthday, and I get older, and I don't like getting older these days. So, and plus, when you're at a certain age, what are you gonna do? You just get bombed? People still do that.
Yeah, man. I had.
Where do you go for New Year's when you're fucking in your 40s?
We usually go to our house party.
Yeah, okay,
We
that's
don't
the
go-
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
How fun could those be after a while?
Well,
Great.
if you don't do them every 5 days, I think if you
Yeah,
just
once a year.
in a year.
It's that once a
If
year
you,
party.
if you know
Yeah,
a person
around
that has a beautiful house and has the fucking everything, all the
Yeah, you
bells
do a
and
nice-
whistles, that's a
You
different
do a
story.
nice meal. Like I like it when do a little house party, have some people over first.
That's nice. Yeah,
Yeah, and have a few
But I
drinks.
picture Pat doing his mushrooms in the corner, sitting puking in the fucking
No,
stairwells.
That's not how you do
4 a.m. in the
mushrooms.
morning.
Yeah, that's what he does. That's the thing
It's
I'm
more like
too
you have a
old
nice
for.
meal, a few drinks, and says,
Okay,
"Here's
all
the
right.
mushrooms." You're like, "Oh
Okay.
fuck! How come those came out now?"
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, wait.
That's a different type of party. That I could do.
Yeah.
But the going out and getting annihilated part, nah.
No,
We can get annihilated right now if we wanted to.
for sure, man.
Yeah, we don't need New
Like,
Year's.
I don't need you don't need the party to fucking get annihilated. Personally, if you wanted to, you can like social. You can have like a Sunday afternoon getting fucking
Exactly.
bombed.
Exactly.
Like
you don't
that
need
guy
New Year's.
on that prior episode that drove
Yeah.
into the car and Julian.
Yeah. That guy there was all 24 hours drinking.
Shit. But bullshit holidays, man. Okay, so I think New Year's is like the most legit because it's pretty much celebrated around the world.
Yeah,
You know, other countries have like variations of it. Like China does theirs.
No, but I agree. New Year's
Jewish
is
have
good.
their
New
own
Year's
calendar.
is Christmas is cool. I like
Yeah,
those
yeah.
ones. Easter's is awesome because I'm Greek. We have a big one. That's a big celebration for Greeks.
Right.
And Easter's good even for Canada. It's fun.
Yeah, it's spring, so like
Yeah, it's
there's
a day off work.
you're-
It's
the-
legit.
The weather is starting to get nice, so it's a nice reason to sort of like.
Is Labor Day a holiday?
Well,
Some provinces, I think.
Yeah,
it
but
is.
like, is it like it's not really a holiday that you would get your I guess.
Like
long
Labor Day,
weekend.
that's the September one. So that's the one that's like
That's
it's
the
just before
last-
school starts.
But that's not a
means-
that's not a good. I guess it is. People
a
get
last-
bombed, right? They want fireworks.
well, you go and watch the CFL because there's
Always a
there's the
Labor Day Classic.
for every,
Okay.
and you put your white pants away. You gotta get one last wear out of your white pants.
Oh, that's right. You don't
Yeah.
wear white after Labor Day.
Yeah, that's right. So
Yeah.
you go to the Labor Day
Terrible.
Classic, you puke on your pants, and then
Okay, what other ones are there?
well, there's Valentine's Day, but I think
That's the biggest.
Valentine's. It's a scam one.
It's a scam, man.
yeah, I think it's a big.
Those are the Hallmark holidays, man. Like the Valentine's, the Mother's Day.
Mother's Day I don't mind because it's your mother, but on the other hand, you're right because you should love your mother every day, not just on what is it, May 8th?
Yeah, you should
Yeah.
talk to your mom at least once a week if you don't live with her or know like are nearby. Like you know.
Is that why they created Family Day? Or that was just to fill in the void in February?
Yeah, that was.
Was that February? I thought Valentine's Day's in February.
Yeah, but you don't get. It's not a statute. You don't get a day off of work for Valentine's Day.
You know, funny story about Valentine's Day. I don't always. Okay, here we go. It's Julian's rant again.
Sorry, that's just like okay, tell us a funny story about Valentine's Day.
Fucking February, freezing, minus 25. I don't know. It's 10 years ago, 7 years ago. Me and my buddy go. What if it's boring? Let's get out of here. Let's go to Niagara Falls. He goes, okay. Get in the cart, drive to the falls, get a nice hotel, Sheridan, whatever, one of those ones there. So place is remember, it's freezing outside. We don't think. So we're going over there. So the guy brings us up to our room, staring at me and my buddy. We're just looking at each other. What the fuck's this guy looking at? You know what I mean? Like we're just sitting there. Okay, what do you want? Give the guy a tip. We're looking. We're just wondering. This guy's giving us this strange vibe here. So I'm looking, all of a sudden, you know what? He goes, okay, guys, enjoy. He goes, enjoy your romantic day. He goes, I go, what?
What?
He goes, yeah, it's Valentine. Happy Valentine. I go, oh my God, this guy thinks we're like, homosexual. Because me and my buddy decided to go to the Niagara Falls on Valentine's Day. We didn't know it was Valentine's Day.
Right.
We totally just thought it was a Tuesday. And we went to get bombed and fucking go to the strip joint.
Right.
But it happened to be Valentine's Day. This guy, the bellboy's wishing us happy Valentine's Day, guys. And I'm like,
Okay,
what
first
the
off, he stood there for a while.
yeah, it was a
Like, what, was he
weird
expecting to
vibe.
be-
A weird vibe. I don't know. Maybe he wanted to.
he was hoping for a threesome.
Maybe he figured, hey, my name is Juan. I'll join you guys later on tonight. But
Like how many beds were in the room?
Yeah, the problem is you guys got one single king.
no, I think there was two beds. But there was a vibe he was giving us, and I was like, why is this guy like stalling? Like, and then,
Yeah.
But did he think that wishing you guys to have a romantic day was going to get him a bigger tip? or did he want to
Maybe that was just a courtesy
Sometimes-
thing to say. Like maybe he was homosexual. I don't know. Maybe he was gay. I don't know. But at the end of the day,
It's good customer service.
we didn't know, and it was just fucking so fucking funny that we were looking at each other going, "Oh, this guy thinks we're fucked up."
Yeah,
Man.
and he actually wanted the tip.
Yeah, but to extend that story, at night he came back because we ordered room service and he happened to be on shift. And when he came back at night and he seen what was going on in that room, he definitely didn't think we were homosexual.
He was
We had
disappointed.
strippers there. We had everything there. Like this guy's like, "Whoa, I blew this one. These guys are not fucking. These guys are not."
These are the least romantic guys I've ever seen
Yeah.
in my life.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
these two men that are clearly homosexuals brought two women over who must be lesbians because gay men only hang with lesbians, and it's still an opportunity for me, the bellboy, to hop in.
I still remember how fucking stupid we felt though, because we just totally didn't get it.
Well, but also maybe it showed that you guys are very good friends and just you had a nice.
Yeah, yeah.
It was
Do
an
I look-
obvious, you guys had an.
If you see my
obvious
buddy and if you
rapport.
look at me, do you think we just two guys that went to the Niagara Falls to share Valentine's Day together?
Well, again,
wouldn't that be a pretty odd gay couple?
It is a funny
Well, I don't know.
choice for you guys just to go to Niagara Falls.
Gay
of all
couples-
places.
Us randomly? Why?
Yeah.
There's two strip joints there. You walk there at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Girls' heads are bopping up and down. Fucking blowjobs, booze. What are you talking about, man? The night party we had there we'd have to get money wired because we spent it all.
Yeah, and gay couples come in all shapes and sizes, so they would. How would they know you are or not? That
I
is-
just doesn't. Do I strike you as a gay person?
No, not that I know of. But years ago, a buddy and I we drove from Calgary to Vancouver for the weekend.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, and we're staying at this
get
fucking
picked
cheap,
up?
dirty hotel somewhere downtown, and
Dirty
we go
hotel.
outside. Well, yeah, that's fucking Vancouver. So and then we're outside. There's a fucking parade going on, and we're like, dude, it woke us up. We got ripped the night before. We went outside. It was like there's a parade. It's like, yeah, let's follow this. And, I don't know what the occasion is.
Okay.
Right? It was like in August, and
The gay pride parade?
it was a fucking gay pride parade. But people are dressed up, and chanting and shit like that, and going. It was a good time. It looked like a great fucking time. It was a good time. It was like a party on the street.
So you guys are in some cheap motel.
So we're in some cheap motel, and then it was like, oh.
Were you over in,
And
Davie
then-
Street?
And then CTV is down there interviewing people, like these guys, like these leather guys, and me and my buddy are standing next to them, and they're like, and they said, oh, this is their first time here. It was like, oh, we're about to be interviewed, and what's going on? Your first time at Pride? Had no idea. We were young 20-somethings, had no idea about Pride. It was just like.
What
and then
year
it's
was this?
Oh, this was fucking 94.
How long has that gay pride parade been going on in Toronto? It's a long time.
Long time, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably years and years.
I remember I went a couple of times. And we went.
It's a wild time.
It's a fucking great time.
No, but now it's a little bit out of control, no?
Yeah, it's no longer a fucking. It's not what it used to be. They're still fighting for rights and shit like that, but now it's like a fucking
No, it's
corporate
just-
party event.
Yeah, and it's also just, well, again, it's become, luckily, maybe because we're living in a time where things have become much more sort of open-minded and tolerable. It's not so much we want our rights back, but let's celebrate. It's more of a celebratory
Yeah,
thing.
it's totally
where
a
it's
celebration.
but it's also pretty debauched, which is, again, I can always get behind. There's
Yeah, for
nothing
sure.
wrong with promoting mad debauchery.
Yeah, getting licked.
Yeah,
Getting licked.
Yeah, that should be the next. Listen,
that's
I don't know who we have
slogan.
to talk to. in this
guys.
I don't know if I'm not even gonna. I have a story, but I'm not
Toronto
gonna.
Pride, getting licked.
Yeah.
I have a story. When we went once, my buddy goes, "Let's go down and watch lesbians kiss." We were young. We were stupid. We were this long when it first came out. We were probably 17, and I'm like, "Okay, sounds like a good idea." But little did we know, we didn't know anything. Right?
Yeah.
But then there was something else, but I don't think I want to say it because it's a little bit too much. It was just
Yeah, and then women, the women, it was something about. It's great that people can be topless, but
not the right ones.
Yeah, thank you. I didn't know how to say this. Okay. I feel like I was I better not get myself canceled. But moving to further obscurity in Canadian
No, there's
entertainment.
nothing wrong with saying there's
Yeah, but then,
nicer
yeah.
boobs than others. But
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
the
yeah. It's
same
like
Well,
why
that's
aren't the great boobs?
It's funny when you see how there's the naked bicycle ride.
Event, yeah.
Always comes through Kensington where I work.
Oh gosh.
But also it's
Is
like
there?
Yeah.
and
It's an
it
annual
comes
thing.
through every once a year. But it's always the least
attractive people.
Yeah, There's not a lot of.
There's not a lot of youthful.
Like going to the nude beach at the Center Island.
Hanlon.
It's not like you're in Europe or in Greece on the beach and all the Swedish girls are walking by you. It's like, okay.
Yeah, it's like you decided at this point in your life that you're gonna bring your balls out finally, sir.
And parade them around.
And parade them around like fucking as you're fucking hitting yourself in the nuts with your kneecaps. It's like
I'm glad. Listen, I'm glad you finally accepted your body and you're like excited to show it off, but there's nothing really.
Yeah.
'Tis the season to be jolly.
Yeah, seriously.
Go to Niagara Falls on Valentine's Day, man. Spend a few bucks, get a couple of blowjobs, eat a steak. That's fun.
That's
call your mama Mother's Day.
Yeah, call your mama Mother's Day. Get a blowjob on Valentine's Day.
Do mushrooms on New Year's. Always a great time to do mushrooms.
Yeah.
Middle of the winter. Start the year off right with a nice brain cleanse.
Hey, this is another thing about fucking. Sorry, I'm gonna drop in it back on Valentine's Day. I've never met a girl who has been truthful about Valentine's Day. They all.
What do you mean?
They'll say, Valentine's Day is coming up. They're like, oh yeah, Valentine's Day doesn't mean anything to me. I mean, we don't have to celebrate it. Like, I don't want to go for dinner. I don't need flowers and shit like that. I think it's just another Hallmark holiday.
Okay.
And if you don't do something on fucking Valentine's Day,
that's too much problem. You watch too much TV,
they will give you shit to no end.
No. You gotta,
they secretly all love it.
They all secretly want
First
it.
of all girls want to be taken for dinner all the time, regardless. I don't see that.
That's why you got to do it throughout. You got to do it like at least once or twice a month, leading up to it. So then Valentine's Day is not as awesome as like every other.
You know what?
month
That's
of the
why they
year.
say money doesn't buy happiness. Believe me, you can be dating anybody. If you have money, everybody's happy. You don't have any money, you're not going for Valentine's. You're not going nowhere.
You know what? I'm willing to prove that wrong. I've just looked somebody to fund me $5 million, and I want to find out if money does or does not buy happiness.
It helps a lot. It helps a lot.
It's a scientific.
No, the reason I bring
experiment.
that up is because you just said, take her out once or twice a month. The reason people don't is because they can't afford it probably. And if you did, I would spoil my girl. I would let her buy everything.
Right.
Doesn't matter if it be Valentine's Day. I just go here, take it, go.
But then if you have access to all that all the time, what is a special moment then? What is a special moment if it's like
there is no such thing. Special moment.
You know?
I don't know when you blow your load. I don't fucking know. It's special moment.
When you gaze into each other's eyes and time stops, and the next thing you know,
So what's a special moment? Valentine's Day is a special moment when you're sitting at a table.
No. Well, exactly. I think that's what we're saying here. Like, you don't need to put a date on what makes anything
exactly what I'm trying
special.
to say.
It's all between the individuals and that what is that sort of soul connection that you would have.
Yeah, you go for a walk on a Sunday. That's a nice day compared to going to the CN Tower on Valentine's Day and spending $500.
Yeah. In fact, that walk could be as memorable, if not more so.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's the other thing. Yeah, like you and your.
What do you guys call it? A Hallmark holiday?
Yeah,
because Hallmark cards.
Yeah, exactly. Like it was sort of just. It has no real bearing.
Is there a history behind Valentine's Day when it started?
Well,
I'm just out of
there was
curiosity.
a Saint Valentine's. And I think
I
the patron,
not the Saint Valentine massacre. Oh, that was because they killed him.
I think Saint Valentine is the patron saint of mutual pleasure.
Is it okay?
Is that
he
right?
invented the 96.
Fucking smart you, I thought.
The 96.
The what?
The 96.
Not the 69.
Yeah.
It was too intense, so they switched it around.
You fucking with me, man?
I think I heard.
I told you, don't be clever with me, man. I don't like these jokes.
I was in Venice years back, and I think there was a story that there was, I don't know the name.
Venice, Italy, or California?
Venice, Italy. And there was a bridge that led to where this saint would marry people. Was that the St. Valentine's Day guy?
I don't know.
I was bombed. I was like a lot of fucking wine.
The St.
Took some time to do some research.
Wasn't he?
Was that the St. Valentine guy? What the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, it's St. Vino Valentino, man.
Yeah.
And
is that the Same Valentine guy?
Yeah, Valentino.
There was wine. There was wine. All I remember is there was great fucking wine sold on the corners. You could go up there with like a fucking 2-liter water bottle empty. And
in Italy, they have Valentine's Day the same day?
Yeah.
So this is a universal holiday, universal day?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that, seriously. So if I went to the village in Greece,
right,
they're like, Happy Valentine's Day, sweetheart?
For
I'm sure businesses
the
would
Greeks
be
celebrate everything, man.
Yeah, but
they don't need. They just need a
I
date on the calendar.
I gotta really Google this shit, man. I don't believe so.
I would. Well, again, I think now
the research needed.
You think in China they celebrate Valentine?
No, I don't think that. They're not very romantic.
Well, they don't have time for romance. That means they'd have to leave their job for an hour.
Okay, forget I'm just trying to picture a place like. Okay, I don't know. I don't think it's a universal holiday.
I'm curious, but I think now, like in this sort of modern kind of consumerist world, like all businesses would be like using Valentine's Day as sort of a marketing
As a
tool.
money day, yeah.
Come into the restaurant.
Yeah,
buy
with
the
social
flowers.
media and everything, now
Yeah,
everybody's
St. Patrick's
on.
Day.
Again, like buy the card. So like,
Okay, yeah, St. Patrick's Day. What is that?
That's a fucking consumer holiday too. I mean, I think in their
consume all the
countries.
beer you can until you puke.
Yeah, like in Ireland, that is the patron saint of Ireland.
Okay, then, but everybody celebrates that day everywhere.
They do now because it's a fucking it's a corporate, like it's a booze.
Yeah.
Guinness, you know, is when people you suddenly become an Irish pub when you have like Guinness on tap or in a can.
Yeah.
And that's
You
we're
put
Irish.
some old carpet on the floor and it's a
Yeah.
pub. Yeah.
There you go. But that's all it is. It's just
Well, he was the guy that got the snakes out of Ireland, which was a funny big scam because there was no real snakes indigenous to Ireland. So he could just, was a smart guy, say, hey, you know what I did? I'm the guy that got all the snakes out of Ireland.
yeah.
And because there was no real snake population there, people start looking around. It's like, you know what? This guy is right. There are no snakes in here. We got to
Did he play
get
a-
this guy a drink.
Then he play a flute and all the
That
snakes
was the-
followed him.
That was the no. Those are all the children. That's why there's no children in Ireland.
Yeah, right.
He was the guy that led all the kids to Ireland down to Wales. To Welshmen.
Yeah. It's like I know this guy Ernie who
Get the kids to Wales.
he got in Fort.
I don't know why I'm laughing. I don't get it.
Because that's the perfect Welsh accent.
Jesus Christ.
There's a guy
I'm
Ernie in
picturing
Fort McMurray who
Braveheart.
got rid of all the.
Mel Gibson.
He's Scottish.
Scottish.
Well, oddly enough, an Australian man playing a Scotsman.
Holy
No one
fuck.
ever thinks about Braveheart, but it was an Australian guy.
Okay, we've lost all
playing a
control again.
Welsh.
Yeah, it was like he was like only what 5'5" or something like that.
Who's that?
Fucking
Mel Gibson?
He's like a short guy. He's like a tiny guy, maybe five.
He's like taller than Tom Cruise, but
Right, because Tom Cruise is like what 3 apples tall, or that's how many apple boxes he stands on, so it looks regular height.
that's right. And when he plays his wife to children, follow him to Wales.
Anyways, okay, man.
Hold on, William Wallace was something like 6'6".
William Wallace.
That was, the
I
Braveheart
like
dude.
that. Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that. That was my favorite move. Freedom.
Yeah.
Freedom. We're out of here, people. Julian.
This is season.
Yeah.
Primer.
Call your mother.
We're out, people. Have a good week.